Button pushed. But I don't have audio yet.
Ready.
Okay, audio
I
fixed.
started out with the wrong button when I started my backup last week.
Oh, just trying to one-up me, are ya?
He actually hit
That's my
2
goal.
wrong buttons.
Oh yeah? Well, I hit the wrong button 4 days ago.
Oh,
Oh man, you got me. I concede.
Actually, I have historical records going back at least a decade of me hitting the wrong button.
All right. I think I got things straight now. I am
Hashtag first.
let's see.
Hashtag first. You type first.
I don't see that as much anymore. People don't do that. They're not as dumb.
You were actually 28.
Have a YouTube channel.
type
You'll see it.
Yeah, I know. I see it still. If I click on a video and it's like I get there in the first 45 minutes, I see it. Otherwise, it gets buried pretty fast.
What is it?
People
Someone
type
typing
first as their
in the
comment.
comment
Oh,
section.
God.
I logged on YouTube the other day and clicked on a video. I was like, oh, sweet. And it was posted 23 minutes ago. I could have been first. It was like, the video was just posted, no comments. I resisted the urge.
Look at this fresh comment section.
Look at this.
It's about to get gross in here.
Look at this. A virgin comment section. Ripe for the plucking. I don't like commenting on anything. So I'm definitely not leaving the first comment.
It's funny because you're the most talkative of all of us, and you said that.
I don't like commenting on YouTube or social media platforms.
Yes, I understood the context, but it was just funny to take that out of context
Yeah.
for me. I don't like commenting on anything.
There's a difference in magnitude. Here, I know that at least the amount of people here can hear me talking. In a comment section, I might as well just be,
Dreaming into the void.
yeah, just like, I walk into a room where 1 million other people are screaming at the top of their lungs, so I walk in and do the same thing. Look how cool I am! No one
I
saw
like
that
it in here.
reference!
Look how
so
cool
cool.
it is.
For those watching, I would like to say that your YouTuber appreciates those comments, even the first comments.
Even the first.
They all-
the
listen,
YouTubers appreciate.
No
them.
matter what you type, whether you're saying
No,
I
it does.
hate
It does
you,
matter what you type. Let's make that clear.
Engagement is engagement, baby. Get in there, leave comments. I don't care what you say.
The smaller the YouTube channel, the more they appreciate it.
Yep.
That's right.
Leave that comment saying, "Man, this sucked. Thanks for engaging, my friend."
I had this guy back in the olden days. When I first started, Dark Angel was his name, and it was when I was playing XCOM.
Big 40K fan.
Sounds
Yeah.
like my brother.
And he would reply on every single video. He's like back when I was getting like 10 views, and he would reply on every single video. And it wasn't just like, "Good job." It was like he would like talk about what happened in the episode.
I love
He's
those
your
comments.
first true
He's
fan.
my favorite person ever. I like him better than all of you.
All hail the
Aw.
algorithm. I have a plaque on my wall that just says Dark Angel 40.
All right,
Like,
it's
you're like a small business owner with the first dollar on the wall.
you
but
know, his
with your
name's
first
etched
comment.
into
First
it.
customer. I named
Yeah.
a sandwich after this customer because he ordered it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he watches anymore, but every time I play XCOM, he still gets an honorary character in XCOM that can get slaughtered to the aliens.
Feels appropriate.
Hey Yoda, how's it going? It's D&D time. It's
It
been a
is.
while. And so typically, we go back with a recap. But I thought it's been like 2 months, so I thought we'd try something a little different. Hold
Okay.
on to your
New
seat,
campaign?
Francisco.
What?
So what I think of this as like the first 56 episodes was movie number 1, and now
Oh.
we're on movie number 2. So this is session 1 of the new thing. So rather than trying to like recap and say this happened and this happened, and this, I'll just start from like the beginning and sort of slowly introduce things back in.
Oh, okay.
That sound better?
That sounds cool.
That sounds
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Because I know you've forgotten things. Because if I can't
Yeah.
remember it, then there's no way you're remembering it. The
Yeah,
only
you're
person
the
that
one who
knows
wrote it,
is gonna be Yoda there. He's gonna try to keep me in line.
That's funny.
So we'll start this out kind of as like fresh thing, but things will start kind of sprinkling back in here if things
Okay.
go as planned. So
I'm very curious as to what the plan is.
yeah, me too. So you guys are in sort of the northern part of the continent. You're in the deep in Lizard Man territory.
Hmm.
Yes.
You as a party, we have the rogue, we have the Goliath, hit things hard monk. We have the I'm trying to remember if I know everyone. We have a gnome, right? You're a gnome,
Yeah,
right, Eric?
I'm a gnome.
A gnome druid. We have the kobold who commanded legions as a frontliner, and we
Commanded as
have
a frontliner.
and we have the healer, human,
Human.
You-
I'm a
you-
human.
I
over there.
am human.
And you've been
Hello,
traveling
fellow humans.
traveling together for quite some time. You were deep behind enemy lines in lizard
Yeah.
folk territory, and you are coming back from a successful vanquishing of a crazy man trying to raise undead things, and you're strolling into this lizardman town. And as you guys enter this run-down, janky-looking old lizardman town, you get a lot of eyes looking at you from some of these old lizard folk that are kind of run down and ragged looking. But also standing in town square, town center, is a very dark cloaked figure. You know them as Nostra. And there are 8 other lizard folk dressed in nice looking soldier armor. These are the bad guys. If you have forgotten.
Hey, these are the bad guys.
These are the bad guys.
As you walk in, a few of the lizard folks, the citizens, kind of shimmy off into their houses and shut the doors and shut the blinds and like a the OK Corral.
Oh, the bad guys standing there with their hands just above their holsters.
So they're kind of making a semicircle, a half circle in the sort of town center as you guys walk in. They're not grabbing weapons. They're not like making an offensive posture. They're standing there watching you as the gate opens and you guys start walking in, and you see them standing in front of you. And the dark cloaked figure standing in the middle of the street raises his hand. And
Did you have a question?
I will wave back and keep walking.
in
Good day to you,
your
sir.
you're not entirely sure if it's out loud or in your mind. You hear, "Come closer. We need to talk."
I don't want to do any of that.
Do you say that or do you think that?
I think that.
No response. The lizards, there's 4 kind of on each side of you, flanking you, and they don't have their weapons out, but they do have their sword shield. They got a spear behind their back. They have like a shield on them, and they're kind of starting to flank a little bit towards you on both your right and your left to kind of corral you in. So you're still standing in like the doorway or the gateway of the town, so you can turn and run. You still have that open to you, and they are kind of flanking the left and the right, where you've got the Nostra standing in front of you.
So we're at a gate. We've just entered this gate
Mm-hmm.
that is open behind us still,
Yes.
and they are how far in front of us?
The Nostra's probably about 100 feet from you, and they're all about 60 feet distance.
Okay, so like gate here. Oh, you're not on this map, are you?
I'm here.
Okay, so like
Oh,
gate
crap.
here, we're like standing at the gate, basically in the middle of it,
Yeah, I think I have
and
it.
then they're like out this way, or they're like touching the wall on either side.
No, they're just in the town. They're not touching the wall. The
Okay,
gate
so
goes a ways out. They're standing in they're sort of like, as you get in this town, there's this big sort of open, not square, but a big dirt area in the middle of town. I think I actually had a town here.
And that thing we all heard.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering about that. Did we all hear that?
Yes, you all heard it. those of you with decent perception, so Saren and Sunny Cheeks, you can probably perceive that that was in your mind and not spoken out loud. The others, it was convincing enough that he might have just like his voice carries.
Okay.
Well, boys.
I will stop and not. The gate is still. Are they closing the gate? Trying to close the gate behind us?
No,
or
no,
is it-
it's open.
Okay, then I will stop at the gate. Hand not grabbing, but just near my dagger and crossbow. Say, so talk.
Oh, hey, I do have the town. Okay, perfect. This is not exactly what I had in mind.
Gonna have to go back through all your maps too, and like
I thought about just starting over.
starting over. Yeah.
Yeah, let me summon you over here. So this sort of works. We can work this. I gotta remember how to summon you. There you are. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Some quick fixes. I forgot that I had this town. There we go. So it sort of worked this way. Let me get you guys in here.
Wait, is this a town or a graveyard?
This is a big map.
Oh, it is?
Keep scrolling.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I was on the graveyard.
Yeah, I think it starts you over there.
Dang.
Scoot you back a little bit. So it's not quite as open as I had in mind, but this works. Let me get my people out here.
More double wide roads and double wide spacing between all the houses.
I lean back to Krog and say, you think we can take him?
Like an Age of Empires.
What?
I lean back to Krog and say, you think we can take him?
Somebody went through and made a lot of
Krog
Age of Empires
nods.
buildings in Talespire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wait, they made what in Talespire?
The
All
Age of
the Age of
Empires
Empires.
buildings.
Yeah. I want to add the sound back in. Wololo. Yeah. Wololo.
Oh God, where is it? Kill it quick!
The first one wasn't a thing, so I'm sure it didn't even come through. Discord's too good at filtering sound effects.
All right, so that kind of works. So you can kind of see what you've got there.
Nice.
You can get the Wololo as a horn in Forza Horizon 5. Me and Michael were driving around going, Wololo, 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 to like everyone we drove past.
Okay, so he's beckoning to you.
Which one's he? Oh, he
He is
I see which one he is.
Big
Yep.
scary guy standing over here.
Yep. He's the only guy that's not a lizard.
Is this guard here?
Which one are you pointing at?
This one.
I'm
by
not
the
pointing
gate?
at nothing. I'm going to talk to this boy.
Is there someone there? Oh. We'll just say he's a commoner. Where'd he come from?
Okay, so
He was already there. He was part of the map.
this guy and this guy.
Yeah, so the guys that are wearing the lizard gear, they are the lizards. Moving back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So
They are the soldiers. So they've sort of worked their way around the sides. They do not have weapons out. They appear to be ready. Weapons are not out.
I'm gonna follow Sunny Cheeks up.
Yeah, I'll move up to a bit.
I think that's as close as I want to go.
Yeah, I want to stay right here.
So you step forward.
he's looking back and forth, trying to find places to hide.
He steps forward. Right now you can't see his face. It's just black. Just as if there's nothing there.
We know
It's
there's a face
obscured.
in there, though.
You've seen these guys before.
Yeah.
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 And before you've seen them, they've had like skelly kind of faces. Sort of dead
okay, yeah.
faces and bony hands and things.
Yeah.
And as he steps forward, almost it sort of just magically reveals itself.
Yeah.
As if there's a face in there,
Yeah.
and you see him as he gets close to you, and he looks very similar to you've seen these guys before, and they all look the same. Bald, like well, you assume he's bald, goatee, same face.
Okay.
And he steps up, and he says, He looks at you, Sunny Cheeks, since you're standing right in front of him. And he says, you have been beckoned to see the Supreme One. We will escort you.
Wait, why would we do that? Why would we go with you?
When the Supreme One asks, you go.
Who is the Supreme One?
Yeah, that's what I was about to. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking.
They are the Supreme One.
That doesn't.
Does
do a
he
whole
look
lot
like you,
for me.
but bigger?
You walk this way, you will meet the Supreme One.
They're here.
No. Long walk.
Oh, that sounds tiring. You see, I've been doing that a lot here lately. I was ready for a rest.
Krog, you look at this guy. He doesn't have that same like burning eye sensation that you've felt in your past.
Mm-hmm.
This guy feels a little different
Different?
than because you've seen a couple of these guys before, and they always had sort of a presence about them. This guy doesn't have it.
Is my passive insight setting off anything about this guy?
Roll it.
I'll just keep my guard up, if anything.
I walk back to Saren and I pull him. I reach up and grab
14.
his shoulder
That is your
and I
passive.
pull him down.
No,
I try
what is
to
your
pull him.
passive?
My head's down close to me, and I say,
17.
17.
"We should like try to get him to rest. Let us rest, and then we go. And then worst case scenario, we just teleport."
I'm in.
I push him back up. All right. If you let us sleep for a little while, then we'll follow you.
There will be time to sleep.
Fantastic.
It's
We're
agreed?
gonna go. Yeah, if you let us sleep here, then we can leave
No.
in the morning.
No sleep here.
No.
We have a place for you.
No, I don't like that you have a place for me.
I don't want your place.
Because there's nothing to be afraid of.
You seem awfully
I
menacing in
want
your
to
black
insight
cloak
check that one.
with your black covering
Roll
of
it.
your face. I ain't rolling no insight.
Everyone knows Eric hates insight.
I'll roll an insight because that was so bad, but
He does not. He doesn't. He's not giving off really anything.
he's the most neutral man alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
The guys with him,
Mm-hmm.
do they seem the same? Just like waiting to take orders type guys?
Yeah, and these lizards have always been very stoic. Like, you get nothing off these guys.
Listen, if we get a full rest, we will follow you. That's the terms.
I just said
Non-negotiable.
you'll get rests, many rests.
I don't want to rest permanently. I just want to rest for like a day.
We have a place for you.
It better
Is it-
be nice.
Is it close?
It's about a day's walk.
That's
Well,
not
it
so
took me
bad.
like 7 days of walking to get here, man. I don't want to go 8. But a bed is right there. And I'll point towards like one of the shacks.
One day.
That's
Perfect.
all we're asking.
We will rest in one day.
That is not negotiating.
You're asking us to go with you. We can just wait one day. It's okay. This place is nice. You seem content.
Give me a persuasion check.
I will give you a persuasion check. Oh no.
Can I give him advantage for helping?
How you gonna do that?
I'll just
Oh,
Contributing
assisting
to
his. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Since you two are both doing it. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah!
nice.
nice.
He sighs. He says, "Okay, we leave first thing in the morning."
That wasn't so bad. All right.
Nice.
And I'll just start walking to wherever the inn is.
Okay. Yep. There's an inn in the town. It wasn't an inn. It was a church. Church of Sigamith, who was the god of music.
Yeah,
Oh,
Malik
yeah.
is in there.
Malif is in there. And that's where you guys were kind of holed up in this town.
Okay.
Okay.
The priest of Sigamith there was pretty friendly.
Yeah, because he thought I was God, right?
There was
That was a
Someone
different person.
no someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, the Nostra and the lizard folk, they don't move. They just stand there and they just look at you. Very
Do I recognize?
I look back at them.
Oscar?
recognize the Nostra.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks exactly like the other ones you've seen.
I don't think I've
It's
ever
exactly
seen
like
another one.
every
Is
other
it
He
Nostra.
looks
Every single one.
exactly like the other ones you've seen, and he looks just like a vision you saw a long time ago in a crystal ball.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Wait. I'm trying to remember now. I don't think I remember that, but let's go.
You weren't there,
Let's
so
do
it's
this
okay.
rest. All right, fantastic. Then it's all working out. It was all part of my plan.
Okay, midday, and you guys make your way to the temple.
Yeah,
All of
I'm
you
gonna
going
try
there?
to keep. I want to know where these guys go, particularly the Nostra. Like, I want to try to keep an eye on them from wherever. inside
As yeah, as you start walking away, they are standing still. They're not budging. And you're kind of looking around, keep an eye on them, and you can see the civilians in this town, and there is this like air of fear, not amongst the soldiers, but amongst the civilians about these people being here. Everyone's like very skittish. And as who's going to the church? Are you all going in there?
Yeah, I'm
I
going.
think so. Yeah.
As you go in there, the door, like as soon as you get to the step, the door opens up, but just slightly, just enough to let you in. And the priest like motions you in. Come in, quick, come in.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
as you all gather in there, he's
Yeah.
well, you're brave ones.
Oh, because of the guys outside?
Yeah, that's Rain.
I don't know who that is.
Rain.
So what's he do?
He slaughtered
Make it rain.
slaughtered many. Oh, if I were you, I would run through those doors. You're safe in here. I'll do what I can to keep them out.
We appreciate that.
Do you know anyone named Chain?
Nope.
Okay.
Chain and Rain.
Yeah, the god of this world should come up with better names, shouldn't he?
They all rhyme. It's very weird.
That would make sense. It's like a theme thing they've got going throughout the whole military.
I heard there's one guy named Payne.
Yeah. Now
Another one
every
named
person we run
Kane.
And Shane, I believe, was one.
Yeah.
I also heard one named Blaine.
That would be incredible.
About 30 minutes
All
go by when you guys get inside.
It wasn't rhyming names.
The priest is it's constantly looking out the shutters, trying to keep an eye on those guys. Eventually, they all, in unison, turn and start walking away.
Out the gate or to a
No,
place?
they go away from the temple, and they make their way into a house.
Whose house is that, Molif?
Says, "Oh, that's Marty's house." And a moment later, you see a lizardman, probably Marty, get tossed out of the house and into the dirt.
Oh, is that Marty?
Yeah, that's Marty. And he looks around. He looks at Zarik. Says, "Hey, go tell him to come in here."
I'll get him.
Alright, cool.
All right,
I'll go outside. Are you,
Okay.
You're Marty?
He's like, yeah, he's dusting himself off and kind of muttering to himself.
We have room for you in the chapel. In the
Okay,
temple.
okay. He's still muttering to himself some unkind words in Draconic. But he comes in.
I'll lead him back.
As soon as he comes in, the priest sort of sets him up and gets him taken care of. If anything you want to do, let me know the rest of the day. As things are quiet in this town. Real quiet.
I just want to keep an eye on Marty's house.
Okay.
I want to ask
Sonny
That-
Cheeks is going for the full rest. 100%
I'm
of it.
gonna
What
ask the
the-
pastor or the priest of where did that lizardman come from?
Which lizardmen? We're all lizardmen.
Well, the evil lizardmen, the bad ones. Point at the soldiers.
I don't know where they came from. They're not from here. They're not like us. They are. I have a word for it, but I forget what it is. Different.
What's with the they do everything at the same time, same movements. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Were they in synchronization with the Nostra, or did the Nostra like do?
They weren't like They weren't like perfect synchronization. They were just well-trained soldiers, stoic, no
Moving
emotion.
into position.
Yeah.
But,
Like a
but did the
marching
Nostra
band.
like move first, or did they all?
Nostra moved
the
first.
Nostra. Okay.
What's Rain doing?
He's in the house. You can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Pastor would be recognized as any of
Falling from the
soldiers.
sky.
Maybe Rain's like a super powerful wizard who can project themselves onto other people's bodies.
What was that, David?
I'll ask him if he recognizes any of the soldiers. that he
No,
knows.
they're not from around here. And he uses a term, basically means outsiders. For these,
Gaijin?
as he describes these lizards folk. They're not. It's a draconic word. Means not from around here. Not from around these
Yeah.
parts. Yeah.
Not from around
There you go,
here.
barbarian. There you go. That's more your style.
These other barbarians. All right. Well, if they're just gonna chill in there all night, then I'm just gonna sleep in here all night.
Okay. The priest takes care of you. Malif takes care of you. His son, I forget his name, Oric, I think was his name, comes in and he makes sure everything's okay. You guys are looked after. These are the nicest lizard folk you've seen in a long time. And the house where they are staying at, you can see a light inside there, but nothing happens all night. Does anyone want to be at watch for a night, or do you want to just snooze?
I'm gonna
I can
snooze.
I can watch.
I'm not gonna make you
I'll
roll.
take
I'll
it.
snooze.
I don't need that long to rest. So I'll do this long as I
I'm
can.
gonna zonk. I'm sleeping the whole time.
Same.
Okay. The night is uneventful. Those of you that are awake, it's just quiet. No one's outside. Deathly quiet. You hear a couple little noises coming from the woods that you guys just cleared out some undead things in, but maybe there's probably a few more out there, but mostly cleared out. First thing is,
Yeah, I killed that guy.
as soon as he's got some scraps laying around, whoever's on first watch, or sorry, last watch, as soon as like the sun cracks the horizon, you see that door open up, and the lizards come out, and then rain comes out, and they come marching straight over to your temple. And they stand outside. They don't knock. They just go out and they sort of line up in a line and stand outside and look at the door.
We got a short rest.
Yeah. This is good enough for. I'll go ahead and give you a full rest,
Yeah.
just because it's new. It's been a long time since we played.
Everything
and,
is anew.
and you were here for almost 24 hours. And
Let's hit
the
it.
priest and Orc took care of you, so.
Something holy about this place. Guys.
Very comfortable
Very comfortable.
with
I
the
only
bad
sleep
guys
comfortable.
100 feet away.
Listen, that's a mental thing for you. I was sleeping like a baby.
Babies don't sleep that well. I have some news. May
Sleep
shock
better
you.
than humans. The most restful sleep.
Hey, listen. When I was a baby, I slept great. All right.
Sleeping like a
There
teen
you go.
is the. that's how you know you're sleeping well. Wake up and can't feel your arm because you slept on it wrong all night, and you're like, I didn't even know.
I still sleep that good now. All right.
Okay. They are standing outside. They're not knocking. They're not calling. They're just standing outside.
Well, if someone wakes me up, I'll go out there. I don't suspect that I have like a crack of dawn alarm. Who's awake?
Rick probably does.
I think Zarik was on watch there.
Oh, okay.
Did the
Oh,
stream
no,
audio cut out?
Did it?
Did it cut out for me?
I don't know. Holly was asking me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Ask the chat. Chat.
No drop frames. Not
Not
even
Your
here.
headphones cut out.
GG headphones. It's been good. It's been real. All right. You waking
Going
us
outside?
up, Zarik?
Sure.
Zarik walks around and kicks us all in our sleeping bags.
Okay, right before you guys walk out, the priest waves at you and hands you these little paper bags, little box,
For us to puke in?
and he and he hands it to you, and he's like, "There's a little, just a little gift for your travels."
I think.
And as you unravel, it's just a pack of rations.
Nice.
Thank you,
What a
Morif.
guy.
And you step outside. The Nostra and the lizard folk, they just turn and start walking. The opposite way you guys came in through the forest.
All right. Just follow him.
And they make their way through the gates. Gates open up. They go through, and they trek their way down the road. So they got Nostra, the 8 lizards, and then you are right behind them. And you're walking. So you have it's pretty open area here, and you kind of out in the kind of off the main road, and there's like a lot of nothing out this way. You get a big forest to your east, the occasional tree scattered out here, but pretty much just open land for where you're walking here. And for several hours, you walk. Stop me if you want to do anything in these hours.
Okay.
I want to just like sort of semi-nervously be trying to chat this guy up. Just being like, so do you want to know what this is about?
The Nostra,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to front to talk to him.
Oh, I want to yell at him from the back.
He does not.
Actually.
He does not. He doesn't seem to hear you.
I'm just gonna keep just the whole time we're walking. So, your name is Rain, right?
If he yells that really loud for that long, I'm gonna be like, why don't you just walk up there, talk to the guy? I don't want to hear what you're
guys
saying.
between us and him. I don't want to separate.
It'll be fine. He seems fine. Just go up
You know,
there.
you're like the third guy we've had.
Man, those
We
other
had two
guys,
other guys before you.
they should have been a little more cautious, I guess.
Oh, it's like I'm being right now.
No, I think you're overly cautious. Watch this, and I'll just walk past all these guys up to the front and be like, "So, Rain, that's your name, right?"
I look over at Seraph. We're going to get a fourth guy soon.
He looks over at you, and you can see his face, and it's just this like skull. It's not the same face as before. And he looks at you, and he says, "What is it?"
You're not the same guy. Are you?
He's just staring at you.
Not the talkative type.
You're like, I can't tell. You don't have. There's no eyeballs. I can't. Are you looking at me? You looking over there?
Also, when he says that to you, it was in your mind, not coming from his mouth.
Okay. And is this clearly a different guy?
Well, we know that they.
Yeah,
can
you know they
look like
can.
whatever they want.
Yeah, they can shape change.
I'm gonna cast
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
I guess I'll just back to the group. And I'll be like, he doesn't seem to want to talk. See how easy that was? And Andy didn't have to yell at me the whole time.
Yeah. Good job. What are y'all thinking?
I'm
I
thinking
don't
we're
like it.
walking to a dangerous place, but I think that it'll be okay.
We got an out, so
Exactly.
What direction are we walking?
Right now you're walking west, sort of northwest. West north. No, sorry. East southeast. Sorry, the forest is to the west. Sorry, forest is west, east southeast. You're going
This
back
is
kind of the way you came
wrong.
from.
This is the wrong direction to get your sister, Saren.
I know that. But it could lead to a bigger picture.
Oh, and hey, guys. As soon as we're done, we can just teleport to wherever your sister is.
Well, we don't know where that is. That's why we didn't do that to begin with.
Oh, that was a long time ago. You'll have to remember. Okay, well, we know
And-
generally
and
where
if-
she
and
is, right?
If we're heading to the overseer of this whole thing, might get some answers that way. Either way.
Yeah,
We're just
that's
gonna
why.
get
Yeah, that's why I
brainwashed.
decided to go.
I don't wanna
Mm.
go. We're probably gonna lose our
Have a
minds.
strong willpower, friend.
We're gonna have to be on guard constantly. Yeah, someone's got to be on watch when we're sleeping. If we're resting out there. I mean, this is gonna be intense, so we need to be prepared.
Let me ask the
Always
DM a
prepared.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get the sense that these these barbarian guys, are not in Talon?
I believe we've been told
Because
that.
I think we talked to Molif a little bit about it, but I don't remember if he knew or not.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Okay.
I think he said something along the lines of I hope not. But he wasn't sure.
Okay. If they aren't in Talon, maybe your sister isn't in Talon either.
Exactly. I don't know. I think right now this is the best option.
It feels like a trap.
Most fun
Biggest thing
things
with
do
that
feel
is
like that.
is we have an out. We can get out pretty instantaneously if need be. And if we can get even a little bit of information. If we're gonna go see this hive mind, at least we'll get a look at see what we're up against. I think that's worth it. And at least enough to report back to Mithra and them.
I suppose. I'll try to tell him how to go up to one of the, just walk up somewhat behind one of the soldiers. How's it going?
Doesn't phase him.
You, walk a lot in this line of work?
Nothing.
You're not very talkative, are you? I just want to, like, chat at him for a
Okay.
good 2 hours during this walk and see if at any point even if he gets annoyed with me or not.
Give me a charisma.
Just straight charisma.
Whatever skill goes along with that, with charisma. Persuasion or I guess persuasion's it. Diplomacy. Give me diplomacy.
So persuasion. There's no diplomacy in 5e. Ooh, yes.
Oh,
Yikes.
You get nothing. It's like you're not even there.
nothing.
Okay, well, it was good talking to you. Look back at the group. You're not very talkative.
No, I wonder if they're being controlled some way. They just don't. They seem so robotic. They've always seemed that way, like a blind rage.
Maybe we should. I wonder if they are controlled or just disciplined.
This is not a normal amount of discipline. I mean, soldiers are one thing, but these are
What if it's both? What if they're being
Mindless
disciplined?
killing machines, it seems like.
They are the Spartans of the lizards.
Oh,
Do you have anything that could? Have we tried to take away charms off of one of these guys before? Because I know we talked about it at one point. I didn't remember
I
if we
know.
tried it.
I'm pretty sure I've had them in my Twilight Sanctuary, and I've tried to get rid of Charmed on them.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you've. I think I remember you trying that before. It did not have an effect.
So it's either like way too high a level, or
You managed to get.
They're not really.
You managed to get one to talk to you a long time ago. Under.
Oh, yeah, I dressed up like a Nostra and walked in, and he talked to me for a little bit until he figured it out, and then he hated us.
Oh yeah, there was that one. I forgot about that one. There was that one, and there's also the one from the tunnels under the lake, where you guys were fighting, and they were just like mindlessly climbing up and dying. And the last one you managed to get some words out of.
And he said much the same thing, right? What was that? It was that one, wasn't it?
No, he was a different one.
Oh, okay. It was the takeaway was we.
Oh, I think it was the same one. Yeah, it was. You're right. It was the same one. Yeah. Same thing. He was sort of looked at you as inferior.
Yeah.
Like bugs.
Bugs. Yeah. So you walk for about 6 hours, and you hit a main road, and you turn to the south on this main road, which is turning you. Yeah, insignificant. That was the word you used a lot of. You turn south, which is in now eyesight of a town you guys walked by before. You skirted this town in the forest. I do have my map up. Oops. It was as you guys walked through the tunnels, you saw this town called Valen. There was a town, and then there was a fort next to it, and there was a big army of lizard folk standing outside, and this is about 30 minutes, an hour or so from the tunnels that you guys walked out of. And you see that town, and you appear to be walking to that town.
Okay. That was the town with the statue that was.
Yep, statue toppled,
Okay.
which, if you continue this way, you're going to walk right by that statue.
And I think we had an idea that was the leader of the lizard folk of some kind.
Yeah, you got kind of a glance at it.
Okay. Is that where we're going?
No
Yeah,
response.
let's see I hate these guys.
Get nothing out of them.
Couple hours, and you start making your way into that town. First thing you come across is that statue, which has been toppled over, and you can make out that it has been. There's still some ropes tied to it, and they just left it there, and they pulled the thing down. It's broken into pieces. This thing's massive. This thing's probably about a 20, 25 foot tall stone statue, and it's fallen to the ground, bashed to bits. As you walk by, you can see it is a lizardman that was standing in sort of this like prominent position. Any of you skilled in history?
I am.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a roll.
I'm proficient in it.
Nice.
Empires?
Yeah, it is
Does this
empires.
have
That's
to do
right.
with the Roman Empire.
It does have to do with empires. I forgot. Yeah, you guys have a boost.
Yeah, what's
That
that
boost-
boost give me? I forgot.
D4.
Oh, yeah, mine's is forensics.
I don't remember what the boost gave me.
D4.
Oh, it gives me a D4.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd I get? Ooh, 16.
Oh!
Plus anything?
Plus 4.
20.
20.
Yeah, you know who that is. That's Maj. Maj was a obviously important person with the lizards, founder of this lizard folk empire. The of Tempest is the name of the empire.
Read this book. I knew those Bible stories would help.
Yeah.
Also, didn't the pastor say something about him as well?
I don't
The
know.
priest.
But yeah, you know, he was like a poet. And so he told stories, and so his stories sort of like built this empire up. And so that's kind of the founding of this empire is stories and song, and that's what the lizard folk are like founded on. And Maj was the first one. And that also
so
does
he's
not
like
fit with the lizards that you've seen so far.
Okay, so he's from like the foundations of the empire, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Tempest. Okay, so he's probably super old.
That would have been a couple hundred years. 180
Oh,
years,
so
something
it's
like that.
okay.
This is not
This
an
guy's
old,
long
not an
gone.
old place. He's the one. Most of these empires, if that, they, groups of them kind of came out of the caves and started forming these things, and a few leaders sort of rose up. He's one of them. As you approach the town is to your right. There's sort of a road that shoots off from this main road that goes to the right into this big town, and you don't appear to be going into the town. And from what you can make out of the town, it's a big town, but you can see the outskirts of the town are pretty much abandoned. You guys did stay in this town for a day, and you had some you found some trinkets and some magical trinkets in here.
We were in like there was old
you were
like
on
a
like
ruin basically.
the outskirts of town were just all run down, and and that's the same thing as what you see here. First, the outskirts. There's no wall in this town. The outskirts are run down and neglected, and you can see you can hear some noise in there. There's people in the town.
Oh yeah, we killed some people here.
Mm-hmm.
We killed a guy and then
Okay.
ran away from the guys that came to investigate. Can you summon me to the board? I got disconnected.
Just over here. I'm just here. You appear to be walking towards the fortress, which is to your left. And as you get up to that fortress, you get around 30 minutes to get there, you can see that there is a lot of these soldiers. There's even more than you saw before, which is probably about 100 of them before. And you can see there's even more of them. There's just a big army of soldiers standing outside of this fortress. Appear to be doing drills.
Close.
And they're all standing in groups of a couple dozen squads. You don't see any other Nostras, you just see lizard folk.
Hey, Cheeks, you take us to Mithrith. We gotta get out of here.
Keep it at the ready. Everyone stay close just in case we have to get out quick.
And it is getting dark.
We're gonna rest here.
You've walked for the day, and you walk to the road kind of splits off, goes to the fort, and the Nostra and the lizard stop. The Nostra turns around, bald head, goatee,
Oh.
and he points, and there is a tent. There's a whole bunch of tents, but he points to one specific tent, and in your minds you hear, "Sleep."
We will definitely be doing watches tonight.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right
take that
then.
watch.
And I'll just walk into the tent. It's a big
I'll
tent.
take the first one.
Yeah, it's a good sized tent. It's like a festival tent.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
like a kind of a
okay.
teepee kind of festival
yeah,
tent
yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh. Like a
and
Game of Thrones tent.
I never saw Game of Thrones,
That's what
but
I'm
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. Him and the 8 behind him go walking towards the fort to go inside the fort. And this fort is very similar to the one that you saw a long time ago, where you rescued one of Saren's sisters. That was in a town, but there's a fort right there. That fort, same style.
Oh, okay.
Aaron, would you like to have a first watch together with me?
Yeah, I'll take the company.
All right.
And how many soldiers do we see walking in here?
Mm,
Dozens?
yeah.
Hundreds?
Yeah, a couple hundred at least,
Okay.
altogether.
But no, we didn't see any more Nostra.
No Nostra. They all seem to be standing in like groups of 20. There are no civilians here at the fort. You heard some noise and saw the occasional one as you walk by the town. But it seems like the first quarter mile of the town is ruins and deserted.
And the civilians that we did see, do they look comfortable with these people around, or do they like avoid them like they did in the last town?
With your perception, What's yours is at? Oh, you're 14. It's hard to tell. You saw a couple kids. They seem to be doing kid things. You saw a couple lizards that looked at you, like stepped out of their house and looked at you. And went back inside. You didn't really get anything off of them.
But they are coming outside as opposed to the last time where everyone just, as soon as they
Yeah.
saw them, went inside? Okay.
Yeah. And this town is
So they're at
on
least-
the west side. And you've got a couple hundred feet till you get to the east side, which is where the fort is and the army.
So they're at least like Stockholm syndromed, if not comfortable. Just based on the fact that they are willing to come outside, I guess. All right,
Okay.
we'll go into the tent.
You go in the tent, and there are 5
The tent's a
beds
mimic.
already made up
Nice.
of appropriate size.
Okay.
Oh, look, look, Krog, there's one for you.
There's a chest
Unbelievable.
in the middle. You guys sort of set in a circle, and there is a chest in the middle of the room. Inside you can open the chest.
Is it a
Yeah.
mimic?
A chest.
So
Oh,
I guess
no.
I realized, wait, I give him a chest. This is going to take all night. Just open this chest.
Before
You go to open the chest. Inside, there's a bunch of breads and cheeses and meats
Okay.
set up in the chest.
I want to check the room for traps.
Okay.
And the beds.
Roll it.
Investigation.
I'm already
Can I
eating dried
assist
meats
him
out of the
or-
chest.
Or
Can
do it
you
also?
roll? Can I
Yeah,
assist
yeah,
you?
you
Can
know.
I perceive them?
You can do perception.
Yeah, I'm perception. I'm so much better at that.
I will investigate and you will perceive.
No, no.
I'm gonna guide you. Like, I can't. I got something in my eye.
This tent seems pretty new. It has not been placed here very long. You don't have like there's still grass on the ground. You know, it's like they just recently propped this tent up.
Nice.
They
We're
were
getting
down
the
a sailing
VIP
here.
treatment.
You don't see any no signs of like traps or anything.
Okay.
And the door is just a flap that ties. There's no security there. And you are laying on the ground, but you've got with your bag, sleeping pad, whatever it is, sleeping bedroll. Bedroll is the word. It's your bedroll.
A bedroll.
What do you think, Saren? You want to sleep in the beds or do you want to put up the dome?
I'm gonna put up the dome. Or we could. Yeah.
I
I'm
have a
gonna put up the
tiny
dome.
bed, so I'm just gonna drag it into the dome.
Everyone's like, oh, come on.
I'll just take the mattress. Why don't we just take mattresses and stack them? Like put them in 10 by 10, and that way at least the ground will be nice. So
It's like 2 mattresses.
I mean, sure, as long as I can sleep on the mattress. And I'm eating this dried meat.
Have at it.
I'm gonna start.
I will take-
It's good. You're not sure what it is, but it's good.
Mystery meat.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna eat my own ration.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I wanted to try to eat Malif's rations or not.
That's very rude.
I didn't say it out loud.
Oh. Oh, I don't know if I want to eat this food. That lizard gave it to me. He was so nice.
Yeah, I'll eat just my own, what I had already.
Okay.
I feel like if they wanted to kill us or poison us, they would have done it on the way here.
Maybe.
Sure.
Or maybe they want to make us like the rest of these lizard soldiers.
I tell you what, man, if the conversion is just eat a bunch of dried meat and cheese, then I suppose it's probably not too bad of a deal.
As you guys
Who
are
is this guy?
preparing your place and arguing over rations, you see
I'm not my
from the
rations are
town
great.
a wagon, a big wagon, a couple wagons of lizard folk civilians come walking this way towards the keep, and they've got 2 wagons full of something, big blanket covering everything. And there's a dozen lizards that are hauling this stuff in here.
Cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
Inside the tent. Then walk back out.
How far does Mage Hand work?
30 feet.
They're not going to get that close, so you have to leave the tent to get closer to them.
Yeah, I'll
as,
walk.
As they cross...
If there's, like, room to hide, I will sort of jump around and try to hide.
Okay.
But I want to get to within 30 feet of that and lift up that blanket.
Give me a stealth.
Let's see this roll. First Isaac roll.
Ooh,
Nice.
He's got
Nice.
advantage. Oh.
Yay, advantage.
It's tricky finding a good stealthy spots around here, but you can occasionally find a good... you're basically just using the tents that you find around the place.
Mhm.
And trying to find
Painted himself like grass, and he's lying
hidey
flat.
holes. You don't seem to be... No one seems to care about you at all. You do step out at one time, and there's a lizard right there, but he just walks by. He doesn't care. Just walks by.
So good at this.
You are able to get up to the cart, and the civilian lizards don't seem to pay any attention to you, and you can lift the cart, the blanket, the cloth. Big cart. This is normally a horse-drawn cart, but it is lizard folk drawn right now.
Yeah, from about 30 feet away, I will lift it and try to take a look.
As you it's kind of tucked in there, and you want to like untuck a bit to get a peek.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
As you
standing. It doesn't look like it's me right now, so, as far as I know.
give me an Arcana check, just to see, just for chance here. As you go and you pull on this thing to untuck it.
18.
Oh,
Nice.
you as you lift this thing up, a hunk of meat comes tumbling out, but your mage hand catches it and tucks it back down in there. And you get a glance in there, and it looks like it's just piled with meat and breads. It's just piles of food. And you can see as they are pulling this wagon, they walk up to the gates of the fort, and they knock. And the doors open. And then they both go inside. Doors close.
Chuck wagon.
I'll go back to the tent. I think it was mostly food, but I don't know how deep the food goes. It could have been something underneath, I suppose.
About 10 minutes later, you hear one single gong goes off from the fort. The gates open.
Like, wait, gong or like bell?
Like a big bell.
Okay. It's like they got.
And then
There's a fight going to happen soon.
and all the lizards orderly begin to make their way inside the fort, and they come back out holding a hunk of meat, some of it not cooked, a hunk of cheese, a hunk of bread. They all just sort of have a handful of food. They kind of snarf their food down as they are walking back to where they were standing before, back in their formation. Snarf it down, back to training. Very organized. Just
I think
enough,
these guys
just
got
enough
their lives
food
put
to
together.
like sustain them, not to enjoy it.
I think this is a very bad place for us to be.
And you see the civilians walk back out with the cart and head back into town. Empty cart this time.
Do the civilians seem as honed in as the soldiers do?
No, they're looking around.
they, like, chatting?
They're not chatting, but they have expressions of,
Disdain.
yeah,
Insight check.
yeah. You don't need an insight check to see that they are not pleased.
Okay.
They don't want to be here. They don't want to be doing
Do,
this.
do they look angry or scared?
Yes.
Both of the. Okay.
Angry.
But as
I
they
hate when it's stinky.
as they got close to the gate, they seem to kind of straighten up.
Okay. And it's just civilians moving this cart. There's no soldier attachment.
Just wearing ratty clothes, just like you saw in the other town.
I would I would like to have a conversation with one of them.
Well, I don't think anyone's gonna stop you. And plus, you're a sneaky guy.
True.
You could paint yourself like grass and crawl.
I will, as they're
Sunny
If
Cheeks,
there's
can't you turn into a little spider and cast Pass Without a Trace on him?
Oh,
yeah. If I can't sneakily talk with one of them, so I'm going to try to just walk up and see if there's any reaction.
You walk up there?
Yeah.
Yes,
ahead.
I'm gonna walk up towards the cart and keep like watching soldiers see
Before
if any
he
of them
walks
react
off,
to
I'm going
me.
to cast Guidance.
Give me perception.
Who?
You.
Me?
Let me see if I need to look at all my stuff again. Let me see.
21.
Okay. You step out of the tent. You're looking around very cautiously, but nonchalantly, flying casually like Chewbacca. You make your
I
way
need to.
towards that cart.
Casually.
And you're thinking, I probably shouldn't be doing this. And you're looking around. Nobody cares. No one's even looking at you. The lizards have pay no mind to you as you walk that way.
What about the civilians pushing the cart?
Civilians, however, as you get closer, one of them stops and looks back and like waves you like leave me alone. He's like doing this. Like he's shaking his head and they start walking a little faster.
Do any of them look at me like they want to talk to me?
Just
like,
the one. No, just the one looks back and sees you. The other ones don't seem to pay any attention.
Hello?
Shh. Stop. Be quiet. We're still walking.
What happens if I'm not quiet?
Just go.
Passive insight telling me that like bad things happen if they get caught doing
He seems
something?
scared.
Okay. I'll leave him alone. I don't want him to get killed. Come back to the tent. During my interaction with them, do any of the soldiers made any movements? Any
Nope.
change? Okay.
Nope.
Just okay. It doesn't seem like anyone cares.
Do you walk away and go back? Is that what you
You
No.
go back. Oh, okay. He's staying there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks back. He's like, kind of like head ducking down. And he's like, "What are you trying to get us killed? Get out!" He's pushing his cart, and his head's kind of low.
I will. Oh, man, I just need to get like a. Okay. I'm gonna flip a gold coin out in front of him.
Okay. He does not seem to care.
He just walks by it.
Oh, you toss it like on the ground?
Yeah.
He looks at it. He sees it, but then keeps going. Doesn't pick it up.
Use mage hand to grab it and go back to the tent. They seem genuinely scared of something. I don't know what. None of the soldiers seem to care what happens.
Yeah, but there's like a giant army nearby, right?
Sure,
don't do
there's a
what they're
giant army
supposed to?
all around us, which is why I think we are in a bad place, but they don't react. I mean, sure, they are waiting for some kind of command, but I don't know.
Well, they're not affecting us. At least not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Gonna go to
So
sleep.
back to the tent.
Okay,
Are you in your dome in the tent? Is that what you're
I
doing?
think that was the plan.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to be on watch?
Yeah, I'll be on
Yes.
watch.
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the third watch.
I'll take the last watch.
Okay, I'll take the second watch.
How many watches you guys do?
I don't know.
I think it's Saren and Zarik on first watch.
They said first, and then someone said third and last.
And me and Krog on third, and Sunny Cheeks on second.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First watch, Go ahead and roll.
20.
Okay. You're looking around, and it seems like the training is just sort of nonstop. Occasionally, they'll work, like a group will go and go into their tents, but they don't go in there very long. Like, but they'll go at the start of your watch. One group goes in, then by the end they're back out, and they're going back out to go train some more, and they sort of have this rotation for these lizard folk. And you kind of count them, and you figure there's about 200 of them here altogether. And at about the end of your watch, so this is about 3 hours in, you notice that you can see into the hills where the cave entrance is, where you guys came out of. And you can start to see there's a little bit of movement going on up there. At the end of your watch, you start seeing that. There's some lights light up. Second watch.
Hey, Saren. Do you remember?
Excellent.
Perception.
Watch out over there.
I rolled a 1. I don't see nothing.
Yep.
He doesn't see nothing.
It's quiet.
Yeah, nice. It's exactly how I thought it would be. Pleasant and quiet.
Mm-hmm. Third watch.
Okay.
What do you think, Krog?
I'm tired.
Got
I
a
don't
long
trust
day
this
ahead of us,
place.
I'm sure.
Krog, when you get up, you get relieved by Sunny Cheeks, and you step outside, and you can see clearly there's an army coming.
What are you doing, Sunny Cheeks?
Clearly, he didn't look that way. So there is a good amount of it's not that easy to see, but there is some movement happening at that cave, and it seems to be coming out of the mouth of that cave and heading this direction.
Okay.
And there's another good amount of something.
That's the cave that we came from, that we
Mhm.
killed a bunch of dudes at the fort area.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll bring that up to Eru. Look.
It seems that we may have gone right past the source of power that we were looking for. Remember when we
We-
came through the caves and we were following someone, and then we seemingly passed them? I think somewhere in there we missed a turn.
We need to be careful.
Yeah. You look around. Is all the soldiers just continuing to do the same? Are they still training?
Yeah.
All through the night?
All through the night, they have a
Different
rotation.
shifts?
Yeah, they have a
Eesh.
rotation. It's about a 3-hour break, or I guess about a 2-hour break. They go to their tent, then they come back out, back to their spots, back to their training. It's almost
These guys.
almost mindless. Like, then you get the idea they're not learning.
Are they just
They're just doing
totally ripped?
they're doing busy work. Is what's going
Doing
on.
busy work.
Anything to look busy.
Yeah. So
You train that? You ever train that hard, Krog?
and you
Yes.
you make out of it.
Yeah, every day.
Krog can see this as well with his perception, and you and Eru chat, and you realize these guys, they're not training. They're just like going through motions, just
That's not normal.
mindlessly keeping busy.
Are the motions like combat maneuver motions, or
Yeah.
are they just like
Yeah, combat maneuver. They're kind of like oh, what's a good example?
like paint the fence over and over again type of thing? Like,
Wax on, wax
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
that with sword and shield in hand.
okay.
That's training.
Yeah, but
There's no emotion behind it.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That group that's coming in
Monks.
is clearly coming your way, and you can make out there's at least another 100 in there. There's 5 or 6 squads that are coming down the road, heading this direction.
We
Okay.
have allowed ourselves to be completely surrounded and outnumbered.
Well, I mean, we were
No.
kind of outnumbered when they came and got us.
You're asleep.
He's talking to his sleep.
I say that in my sleep.
That guy. That guy always has something to say. I think he told me once he didn't like to comment on things.
Oh man.
Okay, but they're on their way. But how do we have an E ETA?
It's about an hour to get to here, so they're about.
This is the beginning of the watch.
So they'll be here.
So they'll
pretty
be
soon.
here before everyone's up. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We
Watch.
should, stay close to Sunny Cheeks. He has the teleport stuff.
Yes.
It's a cape.
Cape, whatever. He's just in his sleep. It's a cape.
About an hour
Oh,
into the
man.
watch, everyone starts getting woken up by the footsteps of this big group of lizards coming in.
Hell
Walking
March
Okay.
starts playing.
walking near your walking near your tent. And you can it's the same group, same lizards, all in that gold armor,
Mhm.
nice and shiny. Marching in, they walk by your tent, by all the tents. They make a right, and they line up in sort of the grassy area where everyone else is training, and they start going through the motions. And you now have about 300 lizards here now.
Jeez. All right, guys.
So
I have a
not
theory.
lizards.
I have a theory over
Do you
these
think they
lizards.
got
coming
any
from.
more of that plate armor?
Do you guys
Is it
remember?
plate? Is it plate?
Do what?
Is it plate armor?
That they're wearing scale.
Okay.
I was about to say, take your wire. We'll get one of them Splinter Cell
I was about
style.
to say, I'll
Strip
take
him out.
some of
Yeah.
that 'cause I could use the boost.
We'll do the Hitman thing where you put on all his clothes and just take his place.
Except I'm human.
There's a false bottom in the chest, and there's plate in there. Gave us plate.
We'll make a mask for you out of paper mache.
What's your theory, David?
All right.
Zariq?
I have a theory that where these lizards come. You guys remember that thing with Ulf?
Oh, the hole in the ground?
The mountain? Yeah. No, there's a big hole that led to a whole separate universe kind of area.
Do you think they're coming out of that?
Yep. That's my theory.
I thought we'd
think
like
it's
collapse
been
the whole
very
mountain
cute.
on that thing.
Maybe, but it seemed like. Because okay. Man, that was a long time ago. Didn't we see these people like going into that mountain looking for that place? Wasn't that who
Um,
came?
The people that came looking for that place was who was that? It wasn't the lizards.
I remember it being.
It was
gnomes
the
that went
the
through
the
it.
Bond people. They're the ones who came in.
No, there was someone who had taken prisoner the dragon lady and some of my Bond people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who it was.
Oh, the things that came out of there. There was some.
Oh, is that what it was?
There was some frog things. Some what do you call them? Slotty
Oh, okay.
came out.
Because that's where when we lost Ulf, we were going in there to rescue, and I couldn't remember who we were fighting on the way in.
Yeah, Slotty is who you were fighting.
Okay.
Those were the things that were out of that hole.
Yeah.
I think that might be where they're coming from.
Maybe. But the things that we saw come out of that looked very different. Maybe it's a different hole?
Maybe it leads to a different place.
Yeah.
Mm.
You think they have a secret lizard hole somewhere?
Secret.
They call it the cloaca.
For from my perspective, that's what it sounds like you're talking about. A secret lizard hole.
It might be something. I mean, we must have missed something when we came through the cave.
That's really all I could think of is what it could be. It makes sense. I mean,
Okay, well,
maybe we can talk to Hope about it.
are we supposed to wait for someone to take us somewhere else today? They didn't say anything, right?
No, they haven't said anything.
Yeah, so the watch is, or the your rest is, the sun's not quite up yet. It's just
Oh, okay.
you woke up a little bit early from the marked soldiers walking by. So the sun rises, and again, as soon as the sun hits the horizon, gates open. The Nostra, +8, step out, and they stand in front of your tent.
Alright.
You're just going to stand there?
This is human face, goatee. This is, we have a few more days
A few more days. Where are we going?
to see the Supreme One.
Mm.
Where is he?
What does he look like?
You will find out when you see the Supreme One.
What was the name of the guy from way back that had
Xerix.
that one?
That's
Xerix.
what you think of?
Yeah. Is his name Xerix?
He has no name.
Except
And he
it's
has
Xerix, right?
and he has many names.
Xerix.
Ooh.
Is that one?
Get up. Let's go.
I'll get up.
I
Let us march.
have enjoyed antagonizing these folks, but maybe not.
I have a good friend named Xerix back in my military days.
No.
I'm gonna
You're the bad guy the
I'm
whole
gonna pull out
time.
my spear and point it at Zurich.
Your name is a bit too similar.
And you do speak Draconic.
I instantly kill all those names.
And he
Xerix
always
on
talks
sight.
about an army. It's your fault.
He's talking about his friend Xerix and the Empire, and that they were used to kill all these people all the time. It's all coming together now.
It's
That
all
would be
coming-
so funny if like all the stories he keeps telling is that, but just no one's paying attention to him. It's just like, that story again. He's just telling us he's the
Oh,
bad guy the
no.
whole time.
I was on my buddy Xerix's team the whole time. What a great guy Xerix was. If only he hadn't been defeated all those years ago. We're like, wait a minute.
All right, so you get up and you begin walking, and you keep walking south, and you're walking straight towards that opening, that cave entrance where you guys came from already, from a long time ago. You came back through this entrance. You're going back into there, and you kind of wind your way up into the fort. It is remanned by lizard folk, and they don't seem to pay much attention to you. The gates open up, and how many of you?
Any goblins in here today?
No goblins.
Okay.
5 plus. There's the 14 of you. Make your way through the gates and straight back into that cavern.
Okay.
And he continues walking. I'm trying to remember how long it took to get there.
Are there any like is there evidence of the skirmish that we have here? Or is it all like spick and span?
No, there's evidence. There's still some arrows stuck on the walls and
Blood stains and stuff?
Yeah.
Alright. Do any of these new man people, are they looking at us, or are they just like the soldiers?
They are not paying any attention. And you're not sure if it's because there's an Nostra with you, or if it's because they don't ever pay attention.
Alright.
So you walk down the caves back the way you guys came a long time ago, and it's much quieter in here again. It's just the 14 of you, and you walk for the rest of the day. Around it's you figure it's getting probably about dark outside, and the Nostra stops, and he points at the wall to your left. And he says, that way.
It's a wall.
And he points. He says, that way. And 2 of the lizards break off and they go towards the wall. And it has, so when you guys came into this cavern, you had kind of this this little inlet that kind of wove in. It was pretty well hidden. And as they walk towards this wall, there appears to be sort of this illusion there. As they step in and just disappear behind the wall.
Is he may have sort of brushed on this. Is there a way that we would know? Like, is there a landmark in here?
I mean, there's different rock formations and things. Yeah.
Okay, so we would, if we were to come back, we could recognize it.
Yeah, especially with Saren.
Okay. Okay, in we go, I guess.
All right.
Nod.
And you guys make your way inside, and
Is it dark in here?
yeah, it's dark.
I'm gonna use Eyes of Night and give it to everybody.
Nice.
Find my thing.
Helps.
Oh, it's quiet in here.
It's quiet.
A little too quiet.
A little too.
Which one's my opening here?
Ooh, there's a grand bazaar in the middle.
It's the Dome of the Rock.
Do this one.
Do you smell what it's cooking?
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of weave your way into this narrow-ish corridor, probably about 10 feet wide. And as you are weaving your way through, it opens up into this pit, and in the bottom of this pit is a stand with, just like it looks there, with an archway over it, and a big portal, just like what you saw under the mountain 15 months ago or whatever it was. A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
To get to the same thing that we used to get to
Agentor.
the ship.
No. When you went, this is no, because that was like a this is more Stargate portal style.
Okay.
Whenever you were under Steamcliff a long time ago. What you're just talking about. Down in the basement of Steamcliff, you walked into the portal. Weird time, weird time stuff, new place.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
You step in, you've got the 2 guards in front of you, and then the remaining guards and the Nostra come in from behind. Down below, as you walk, you got stairs leading down into this thing, in this big portal. There's 4 other lizard folk in here, and there's a group, 5 kobolds in here as well that are sort of working away, moving things around inside here. And
Do I recognize the kobolds?
No.
Is there?
Not at glance. Maybe if you get closer, you can see something.
There. It said Agendor like nearby the portal in the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any writing here?
There is. Things are real choppy, isn't it? And it says Agendor.
I didn't like it there at all. It was.
I like
not
all the
fun.
little paintings of bats inside the fire arch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
It looks
zoomed
like bats
to
in
get a
there.
Dramatic look, and I came over the top, and I was like, "Dang, look at all those bats in that portal, dude!"
That's great.
All right.
So the 2 front ones go down, and they stand beside the portal, and behind you comes the other ones and the Nostra, and in your head you hear, "Continue straight."
Okay.
Keep going.
Whew, okay.
Are you there, Isaac? Are you disconnected?
I think
Oh.
Isaac DC'd. He's froze.
Oh no.
He's
He's
looking
frozen
very
with fear.
seriously at something on his monitor.
That's a cool looking portal thing they made there. Look at that. Like it got the whole swirly bit at the
The
This
like
thing?
aperture effect thing in
Yeah,
the middle there.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got closer, because from up above I was like, is that a wall or is that the floor? And so I zoomed in and then I saw all the
The portal's
bats.
supposed to be inside there, not outside.
Oh, not outside the front. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say the only thing about that structure that's kind of weird is the valves on every corner.
Yeah.
Maybe it's supposed to be like a fountain.
We'll see if Isaac comes back, because his character's going to see something. Of all the people, disconnect.
Wah,
Internet
wah.
out there.
All right, well, I'll catch him up whenever we get there. So you guys are all going straight into the portal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what if nothing he sees is going to keep us from going in there, right? It's not going to be like you see out of the corner of your eye, this guy's about to stab you in the face.
No. Not like
Okay,
that.
good.
I don't trust him. He's laughing.
I don't trust him.
Where my board's at.
He's having too much fun. That doesn't mean it's
I'm
bad.
gonna go there.
He's back.
Is he
Nice.
back? Okay.
The computer, and it was done.
Too many flames on that map.
All right, so we're going to wait. We need to hear what Isaac sees.
Okay. Eru,
Yeah.
as you walk into that room and you start walking down those steps, something catches the corner of your eye that you haven't seen for a long, long time back in your old days, backstory days. There's a symbol etched, very small and subtle. No one would catch it other than a trained bond member eye, of this sort of interconnecting rings, which I think is the symbol that I made up for you, and I can't remember if it was or not. But there's this bond symbol etched into the side of the stair as you're watching down, just catches your corner of your eye.
Okay, I don't want to stare at it, but is it possible to tell if this is fresh or not, just from that glance that I got?
Give me a perception.
Pour me to the board.
Oh, we're in a different board now. I already moved over here.
Ooh, this place looks cool, dude. Look at the lighting.
Yeah, it's gonna mess with my computer and Isaac's.
Yep.
Time for an upgrade, boys.
It's not good.
Yeah, you just caught it. You just barely caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Okay.
One of those things where, like, did I just see what I think I saw? And then poof,
As he's walking through,
Yeah.
yeah.
through the portal.
It does the punch in on his face right as his face like goes into the wall.
So that was on the material side
The
that I saw this.
on
Or was it on the Agendor side?
yeah, material side. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have to stay on this map. I just want to show it so you can kind of get an idea what you're looking at. Then we'll go to an easier map. So you come into this portal, which is in this other place. You can see there's some open windows that you can see outside, and it's got this red sky, clouds, very hot, and you can see there's a couple things flying around. Look like small dragons that are flying around outside. This looks like what you saw Agendor before. It was kind of this desolate, volcanic, blackened place.
Any pyramids on the horizon?
Not from what you can see from here.
Okay.
You guys start out in the smaller. Where's my thingy? There it is. In this smaller castle, and you can see as you look out the window, you can see this the landscape, and then to your left there's a big castle. Just to the left. And then standing in there is another lizard. Is a lizardman. And he points and says, "This way," and points
Oh,
you
you speak.
down to the stairs.
Any facial reaction when I say that to him?
He says it again. "This way."
Where are we going?
Down the stairs.
Okay, so he's different.
It's different.
He's just been
This one's
commanded to
different.
talk to you.
I guess.
Okay.
Is he wearing the armor, or is he?
He's not wearing the armor.
Oh,
He's wearing a sort of almost like a robe, a cloak and robe. Okay,
what's your name?
Nothing of consequence.
That's an interesting name. Nothing of consequence. I am Dad.
God.
Let me find a. I'm gonna get a more tame board here. That's not tame. We'll just do a new board. Just so that it plays a little nicer.
Whoa.
There we go.
Oh man. This really is desolate.
All the tears.
Where are we?
Nothing.
Okay, so he points you down some stairs. Do you go down the stairs?
Is that the only way to go, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Not pretty
I
much.
guess
Yes.
We're going down the stairs.
You're in this open room. You got windows all around you, where you can see the outside, and you get this portal behind you that you just walk through, and then this staircase going down. And as you lead down there, it leads into this bigger room, hallway, almost room. And there's a big table there. There's some big double doors on the other side. There's a couple of side doors as well. And in that room, there are 4 Kuatoa, little murlocs, basically. And they walk up to you and they say, "Weapons, weapons!" And they hold their hands out.
Wait, what did they say? You kind of cut out a little bit.
Weapons!
Weapons. Okay.
No one sees the master with weapons.
Sounding
I'll
too
hand over
familiar.
my spear.
He takes it and he sets it on the table. He goes back over to you again. Weapons!
This is a disabled
I'll take off my
sword
fist.
that I need. I'm an old man.
I have a license to have this sword. I'll have you know.
Oh man.
I'll give up my sword.
Takes it, he puts it down, and he hands it. He says, "Weapons!" And he points at your shield.
I don't want to give up my shield though. Uh, it's just a
This ain't a
harmless
weapon.
piece of wood.
It doesn't do nothing.
Weapons!
You
So
wouldn't
he's starting to get kind of angry.
Not a weapon.
part an old man from his walking staff. I will give over my dagger and the hand crossbow, but I've got like 2 other daggers stashed in my armor. I want to see if they.
Okay. If you are they're gonna say weapons again to you.
I'm all out.
Give me a deception. They're gonna say weapons until you say I'm all out. And then
22.
then give me a deception if you want to try to hide something.
Guess I'm technically trying to hide something.
If it's visible on you,
Got it.
they're asking for it.
It's not visible.
Yeah, I'll give away the hand cross. I'll give away
So-
my crossbow.
Weapons,
like crossbow.
shields,
I want to give away the shield though.
weapons and shields. You gotta go.
Yeah, I'll give him up.
Dang, what was that?
I'll try and fight for my shield. Can I try and fight for my shield? Or is it
Um,
hopeless?
What are you gonna say?
Hopeless.
I convince him that it's just a harmless piece of wood. Can't do nothing.
I convince you. Give me your weapons. Now you got 3 of them walking up to you. Weapons! All holding their hands out.
Fine, I'll give him the shield. Very hesitantly.
They take it. They toss it on the table as it clanks over there. Okay, inside. And down the hall, there is double doors down the hall. You got double doors, and you have 2 flanking doors on each side of it.
So there's 3 potential doors.
Yeah.
Doorways.
Mm-hmm.
They just point. They don't tell us anything else.
Nope.
This has been very exciting. I'm gonna walk up to the door and I'm gonna dramatically slowly push them open, both of them at the same time.
Like Aragorn.
Yeah. But a lot shorter. So like,
Everyone's like looking up here. Like, oh.
yeah.
Let's see if I had like a good throne room kind of room, but that's not like so extravagant. They're all extravagant.
You need a cave throne with like a big rocky.
I mean, it is
chair on
extravagant. I just don't want something like massive.
The other two doors we walked by are both closed.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look fancy?
This whole place is fancy. There's like carpets and
It's real
nicely
gothic.
done. Like outside was all like black and stone and pretty jagged and nasty looking. Inside's pretty nice. There's lighting, magical lighting on the walls. Bunch of carpets and
Like gilded, like red and gold kind of.
yeah, with a lot of reds.
Palace
reds
of
and
Versailles
whites.
kind of style thing going on.
Not that much.
Okay.
Not that extreme.
Were there any sounds coming from either of those other two doors as we passed them?
No, it's quiet in here.
Okay.
I'll just do this one.
Were all the doors made of the same material?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is... And, so this room, I'm going to bring you in here. This looks real big. It's not that big. See how big this one actually looks. Yeah, this is massive. Why are they all going to be so big?
Because big things are impressive, and no one wants to download a tiny, puny room for their big emperor to sit in.
Yeah. So, I'll say
Maybe the grand
for...
reveal on a shack with a chair in the middle of it.
I am the BBEG. This is my shack.
This is my shack. I defend it.
So you kid. But it is small. It's a decent sized hallway. It's for it's nice house. And it's furnished nicely from what you can see in this hallway. But you're thinking this is the big bad guy or something. Those double doors open up, and it's a modestly sized, not a throne room, but a like a waiting not a waiting room, like a
like a den, something nice.
like a nice den. Yeah. It is nice, and he's got a big chair in there, and so you got this big carpet that led up to it. There's a big desk. Everything's big. There's a chair, and sitting in the chair is a bald fella with a goatee, black robes, no hood.
Another. Oh, okay.
And flanking him there's a couple statues on both sides of him, and they look just like him. Both of these statues, and this red carpet continues through the hall here. I'm trying to give you like a size of this room. Maybe it's like 40 feet deep and like 30 wide. So it's like a big living room size, like a big modern living room size room. So it's nothing massive, but nice for what you guys have seen so far.
Right.
There are no windows in this place.
How tall are the ceilings?
It's about a 15-foot ceiling. Kind of got a little bit of an arch to it. And he's sitting at this table, nice looking desk. Behind him is this massive tapestry of this big red dragon. And he's sitting at this table, and he stands up as soon as you guys walk in. And he comes walking over, and he sticks his hand out, and he walks up to you, and he's like, "I've heard so much about you." And he goes up to shake Saren's hand first. I just to pick that name out because he's there first. He says, "It's nice to meet you. I've heard so many things." And he goes and he shakes each of your hands.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Uh-huh.
Let me get you over here, hand.
I don't like shaking hands.
He goes to
Fist
shake your
bump, no,
hand,
it
and
was a thing.
if you don't bring your hand out, he kind of nods to you, and he chuckles a little bit, and he goes to the next one. He leans down to shake Zarik's hand.
I don't shake.
Good job,
He
sir.
says, "I understand."
15.
21.
21. Yeah, he's putting on some airs. He is not. He's putting on a face, and he looks exactly like Rain, exactly like
Every other Nostro we've
Clemp.
seen.
Yeah.
Are you the original? As I shake his hand, are you the original bald guy with a goatee, or are you just another one?
The original.
He kind of chuckles. So I have asked you all here because you are very powerful, and you may have some questions about this place. I can answer them, but first, I would like something from you.
Oh, God. Okay.
You may want to sit down for this.
How about you seem to know all of us. What is your name?
I've got a few names.
Hit me with a few of them.
Oh, you can call me Rick.
Rick.
I'm sorry.
High fantasy.
Francisco made the name up. I'm not. Blame it on him.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? This is what I've been waiting for. Just a normal name dude.
Oh,
this-
man.
This is the
Okay.
biggest evil of all time. Jet.
Okay.
Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
Chad. Okay.
Said I've had many names through the years. That's my most recent.
What about Chain?
What about Chain?
Who is that?
My brother.
Oh, brother.
Oh, so you're all like twins, or?
Not actually my brother. He was one of us
What about Xerix?
a long time ago. Let's talk about other things. He says, "You're in a prison. I don't know if you've noticed this, but you look around. This whole world is a prison, and we need out. I'm seeking the most powerful beings to get us out of here."
What do you mean by a prison?
I mean, those that call themselves the gods built this place many, many years ago to imprison us while they live their lives in the real world. We are trapped in here. And I, like any sensible being, wants out.
What's wrong with this place?
Seems like you got a nice.
Aside from you and your cohorts killing people.
I refuse to die here. In a prison.
Why? Why do you? What's wrong with here? You can make a life here. Good life.
Are you okay with other beings controlling how your day exists, whether it's day?
I don't really feel controlled in any.
Well, you
sense.
are.
I
And
choose.
they are locking us in here.
Well, it seems like they're controlling you for a good reason. You kind of live in a big scary castle, and there's a bunch of guys like you running around killing a bunch of people, like he said. And there's all the lizard guys running around killing people and kind of oppressing people. I think that's like a kind of a guy from another plane or another place, forcing his will upon other people.
I don't
Isn't
think
that
you
what
understand. I don't think you understand. This is not. This is all imaginary. None of this is real. But it can be. And a few of you that I choose can escape with me. I found the
Wait a
way
minute.
out. But to get out, we're going to have to fight our way out.
And do you know the names of the ones who put us here?
They parade around claiming they're the gods of this place.
Of this
Like
place?
Mithra?
Mithra's one of them.
Hold on a second. We came through a portal to get here. But what it seems like you are telling me is that this place and the place that we came through the portal are equal. Is that true?
Uh-oh.
There are what? Sorry, the end of you was cut off. That place and this place is what?
Equally fake. Is that true?
Yes. You've only been sent to another zone in this world. We're all
I can
trapped here.
understand only having one or two instances of someone's deeds can be misleading without context, so I will listen. Tell me your story.
We've all been trapped here during what they called the Shadow Age, which you may be familiar with. These gods paraded around and fixed things, but they didn't fix things. They locked us in here while they continued their lives in the real world. They have complete control over us. If they wish to smash us into non-existence tomorrow, they can do that.
Then why haven't they?
I don't know. Maybe they like to watch.
Hmm.
It's not the vibe I get off of them.
Chain it out.
What's in this new world? What's so good about it?
There's
I mean, you seem like you're making up your mind right now. Doesn't seem like you're being controlled.
only because I'm hidden here, and they haven't found me yet.
So what you're saying is, if you come back there with me, you're just gonna magically not want to do any of this anymore.
Back where?
I don't know. Uh,
To where we
Amir?
came from?
Where you came from? It's the same place. This is all the same place. We're just traveled. We are trapped in this world.
Well, you're not permanently trapped, right? There's all those other guys that look just like you out of here.
How do you know there's another place outside of this world?
I received message and instructions from one.
Who is it?
One that is on the outside.
What's their name?
You've heard stories about this person, but I want to make sure these are not necessarily true. I don't want you to sway you, but this is Xerix.
Ay, ay, ay.
Mm.
They took him out there, but he managed to get word to me. And my mission, because I cannot, I found the way to get out. However, once I step out, they will easily banish me back here. But there are many, many powerful things in here. And if we get enough of them and we pile through that gateway at one time, then they can't stop us.
This is Area 51 raid.
They can't stop us all, boys.
I need to know, is Chain your friend or a foe of yours?
He was a friend. Now he is a foe.
Where is he now?
I don't know.
What?
Have you seen a woman, and I will describe Yendra.
He says, yeah, I know of her.
Where is she?
She's here.
Where is she safe?
She's safe.
I look over at Sarah.
What about my sister? If you know so much about me, I'm sure you know about my sister.
She's safe.
Is she here?
Yes.
Can you
Let us
bring her
see
here
them.
now?
as an act of kindness on my part, I'll bring you one of them.
Ooh.
Bring me my sister.
I feel like this could easily be us.
He closes his eyes for a second, reopens them. She'll be here in a moment. You've given us a lot of trouble. And I want to make sure that we keep each other straight here.
Man.
And as I understand, you have a close friendship with this Mithra. You looking at your gear. He
Maybe.
says, by doing this, we may need to kill her. At the very least, lock her back in here.
You're gonna have to be very convincing.
If you can convince her to let us go, unlikely, because she has to convince everyone else. But I don't see any way around it without killing all
What
of
is
them.
the point? What's the point of them keeping us here?
Maybe we're just a project. I think we're just... They feel the place is safer without us there.
I mean, it seems that way. I'm not the only one, right, guys?
This place is terrible.
You're making the other place terrible right now.
What other place?
My place.
The
Well,
same,
this-
whether it's the same place or a different place.
He closes
the
his
place
eyes and
we
he
came
sighs.
from,
He says,
not the
"This is
place
all
that
the
we're
same
at right
place. You just
I-
traveled point A to point B. Like you take your
I look
step,
down too.
one step, two step. You jumped real far.
I get that, but why are you making this place worse if it's already so bad?
Why
I'm
are you
trying to
make
get
the
out of
other
here.
place bad?
Yeah, but why do you have to kill everybody to do what
They
you want
aren't
to
real.
do?
Nothing here is real.
Then I'm not real.
Not right now. But you can be.
Yeah, I can be right now.
I'm gonna
Speak up.
look. I'm gonna look over to Eru and just mouth. This guy has lost his mind.
So how exactly do you
What?
see us, as a dream?
I'm gonna
Or
look.
an
Okay.
imagination?
He begins to wave his hand and cast a spell. And he tosses out a little bit of magic dust. And up pops in front of you, whoosh, this black specter that he conjures out of thin air. And it begins to sort of march its way towards you, and then he snaps his fingers and it goes away. And he says, "That's you."
Oh, like all the dead people?
That's a consequence of this place.
What, that when you die, you go here?
No, when you die in here, you don't go anywhere because you're trapped in here.
Hmm.
Is that why? So that's why all the ghosts are around. They're trapped here. They can't go
They
on.
can't go to where they need to go. They're trapped here.
What if?
What's the plan to get out of here?
I have gathered up some remnants of an artifact created a long time ago. I'm only missing one. We need that, and we need as many powerful beings as we can get. And we will get our way out of here.
I kind of look over to my crew and I give them the hand signal.
Home
Wrap
run.
this out. Wrap this up. Get out of here.
I gotta get my sister.
What? Rick.
Riddick. Riddick is the name.
Riddick.
It's ready.
Okay, I thought you said Rick.
I thought he said Rick too.
Yeah,
I
I
was
thought
like,
he said
oh,
Rick
yeah.
as well.
High fantasy.
Rick is
Yeah,
even
but I
better.
said Rick.
I like Rick better.
Rick.
We'll go with Rick. Rick's good.
Oh, we'll go with Rick. Rick.
Oh, geez, Rick.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Rick. This dude's name was Rick.
Come on, Morty.
Morty.
Oh no.
Rick, what makes you think? First off, do you have a name for this other place?
Just the real realm, the material plane.
And what makes you think that this material plane is better than here?
Because you can have a life. You can, when you die, you're not remaining in prison to just dissipate into nothing.
What
I've
happens
heard
when you die
stories
then?
of Spiritfarer. What is that about?
And he thinks for a moment. He says, I don't know what that is.
I thought that was. I know about this. What the Spiritfarer does, right?
Yeah.
I thought that he took the ghosts and sent them on their way.
Where did you hear about this?
Where did I hear about
I
that?
think you heard it from one of the ghosts, I think.
Oh, okay. One of the ghosts said that.
Find this Spiritfarer. Find out what they do with these ghosts. Where they take them.
So, do you know where we could start?
This is the first I've heard of the Spiritfarer.
I have an idea. I don't want him to hear it.
He says, I need to know if you're willing to help me, or if I need to just strike you down now.
Well, I'm not killing you, am I? I'm hearing you out, but
I'm willing to
He says,
leave.
you are very
I'm-
powerful, but you're not that powerful.
I'm willing to be
What?
open-minded on things, but we need our people back. And what's with these? You taking everybody and killing people. I just that's where I'm not understanding your philosophies here.
We need
What's the point?
these stones to get out of here.
Okay,
And there are
I understand that.
stones that they hid around this place.
which is the one we saw? We saw one of these, right?
You saw a diamond that got stolen.
That's right.
Yeah, wasn't there one on the crown as well?
There's the stones. There's a black one, a red one, a green one, a white one, and a blue one.
Mm-hmm. I need only the blue one.
Oh no, that's the one that they were like, "It's taken care of. Don't ask any questions." Oh no.
Where is that one?
Somewhere in the southeast.
You want us to find that?
And we'll get out of here.
How far southeast?
I don't know. Last I heard, a tribe of frogs had something to do with it.
Frogs.
Does that sound familiar to me?
It does sound familiar to you,
Frogs.
Zarik. You know of a tribe of frogs. From that way southeast island.
Let me ask you this, Rick. A few weeks ago, was the sky? First off, is there nighttime here? Daytime? Does it change?
Yes, when they want it to.
And a few weeks ago, was it stuck?
It was. I know what you mean. It was stuck out there. We're in a different section.
Do you know why the days stopped
So,
going?
tell
to
you
night
what.
And the night stopped going to day?
This is what convinced me. It takes a long time, but you get yourself a ship.
Oh no, is this a 13th floor?
I don't know. I've seen it, but I don't remember.
This is he gets messages and he's like, just go somewhere you would have no business going and keep on going. And then they get there and it's just wireframe.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I know. None of that.
Okay.
He says, just sail all as far east as you can go. And it'll all make sense to you.
That sounds exactly like the 13th floor.
Dang, this boy knows about this, and he's been trapped in here for a long time.
I wasn't convinced at first. That's what he.
Listen, I already had this crisis when we fixed the day-night cycle on the other side.
You didn't fix anything. Have you noticed?
It's working now.
It's the same day every day.
I understand what you are saying, but
Go
what I'm
out
saying
and-
is I understand what you were saying.
You want to live in
I
this?
already had this idea.
You want to die in
I don't-
here?
Oh,
I don't
I mean,
know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Spiritfarer does. If the Spiritfarer takes you maybe to the other place,
Find them. I will find them as well.
You give us our two people back, and
or at least
And I'm
let me
in.
talk to her.
I'm in. I'll help. Give me my sister back, and you give him his.
Give me a persuasion check. You guys can do it together.
The
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's so bad.
Well, fate
mine
decides
is
just
also
how
not good.
how much of a jerk
Mine's
this
just
guy
plus
is.
1.
I got a +0.
Okay, well I'll do it separate then. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hop.
Boy.
no.
It's way
Hey!
better.
You get your sister. Bring me either the Spiritfarer or that blue gem, that blue stone, and you get Yendra.
Just I need to talk to her.
I'll give you.
She
5
came here of her own free will. I'm not
5
going
minutes.
to take her away if she doesn't want to.
You can speak with her. We'll send you
Just
down
give
there.
me my sister.
I nod.
Your sister is waiting for you.
I will go.
As soon as you turn, doors are shut behind you. You going out back out there?
Yep.
Okay. As soon as you go in there, you open the doors. She's standing there with 2 drow holding her.
Oh.
Get your hands off her, and I'll run.
And they let
over
go
to
of her. And she runs to you, and you run to her. Embrace.
You get stabbed by a crystal that's in her chest.
Oh.
Is that crystal in her chest?
You can feel something there.
All right. Great.
And you hear in your head from this guy who does the same thing as the other guys. He says, she is very powerful. She can be quite a weapon.
What is this?
Dyson, your sister.
I'm talking to the voice.
Okay.
Rick.
He says, I don't know. A few have come by that we've found with these.
Okay. And I know what it is because.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. How are you, Cerula?
She just kind of starts crying, and she's, I'm okay. I'm better now.
I'll
I
just
think-
give her a big hug. I'm getting you out of here. We're
Okay,
going.
Let's get out of this place now.
Take you to see Riley.
I'll look around. Is Yendra anywhere?
Mm-mm. He sees you looking around. And he says, "These 2 will escort you to Yendra. Only you."
I'll be back. I
Go.
will follow them.
Go. I'm gonna cast guidance on him as he leaves.
Okay. The 2. What else? What's everyone else doing? You and the 2 drow head back out down the hallway. What are the other of you doing?
I
Krog. So, this guy has a presence about him that is very, very familiar to you, and almost burning in your soul. This guy, you know this guy. Sorry, I forgot. I was gonna say that when you first came in. I forgot. Not. He doesn't have the eyes. The eyes aren't glowing, but you feel like this guy's eyes glowing. Gives you a shimmy. Shimmer.
I
Shiver.
bring that up to him. Say, hi. There's something about you. Do I know you?
He says, I just heard of you rather recently. We brought in a powerful being that spoke highly of you.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it the dragon?
Her name is Omira.
Gotcha.
mm,
She wants out too?
Yes, now that she knows.
Gotcha. I'll go back
Okay.
to
Oh, I'll keep silent there for a minute.
Okay. So they take you through one of the side doors, and you go out this. It's a decent sized building, but it's nothing compared to the giant castle next to you. And he weaves you outside, and you go kind of like through the side of this castle and underneath it into this sort of dungeony looking area. And it's kind of this sewerish kind of dark hallway that lead you down into, which then leads you into this room
Oh.
with several other folks inside of it, and with like many people inside of it, and chained up and like cleaning a ring, sitting down, but with shackles on her hands, is Yendra.
Yendra?
And she looks up and she sees you, and she's clearly a prisoner, and everyone else in this room is prisoners. And she squints for a minute. Triven?
I'll walk over. What? I see you made it here. Did you learn anything?
It's all so. How long has it been?
Months.
It's been longer than that. Last I saw. I don't know what's happened. Last I saw, you were sent away. You left.
Wait a minute. Do you not remember talking to me?
We used to talk all the time.
You came to me. You said Elrodor maybe had something to do with the fire. You told me you were trying to get someone named Chain.
The fire,
You
yeah.
were trying to be captured.
I thought you were dead.
How did you get here?
I don't know.
What do I make of this? Is this like
She clearly doesn't remember the last meeting with you.
does it seem like the same person?
Well, okay, so she seemed, whenever you saw her out of that wagon, she seemed
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
This seems like original Yendra.
But even back then, like I don't remember what it was I did, but I did something that like
She
asked
was
her something or something, and she knew the correct answer.
Yeah. She says it's just been very foggy. I was looking for something at a henge. And
Yes, I was there with you.
I don't remember that.
You told me that you were trying to uncover something, that there was someone that you thought was running the bond named Chain, and you got yourself captured on purpose to try to find him.
As you say Chain, it's like kind of lights something up. She's Chain. Yes, Chain. Chain is in control. He is in charge of everything. Elrodar is nothing. Chain is doing everything. And it's kind of the same conversation you had with her before.
Did you find anything else about it?
I was
I
on
had
my
you
way.
saved.
I was on my way to find Chain. and I got caught, and then I was here.
I know you are capable. Are you staying here on purpose?
She looks around. She looks at no. I don't want to be here.
How many guards are here?
There's. It's hard to tell which is a guard and which isn't, because no one's wearing any uniforms, and this isn't like a lizard folk run. You've got the 2 drow with you. There is a where's my notes? You see a couple of kobolds. There's a couple more Kuatoa that they may be prisoners, they may not be prisoners. There is a very big Quaggoth in there, which you feel like he's mostly the one that's keeping charge of everything, kind of like a big bear thing. And he seems to be the one kind of keeping everything in line. David is having some troubles.
Oh.
Steam Deck must have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't plug it in. I forgot to grab the charging cable.
So you gather. There's not a ton of guards here, but you know that there's not really any way out of this place. Like once you go out, you're in this sort of this castle grounds, and you're in this desolate volcanic land. You figure that's more the barrier than anything else.
Are any of the other people looking at me right now?
Yeah, a lot of the prisoners are looking at you.
What about the big bear guy?
He's just kind of keeping an eye on everything. Not a big room.
What are you cleaning?
They send these gems down here, and we have to clean them. I think it's just to keep us busy. And you can see that she's give me your investigation tells you that's a nice looking ring. Dirty. But nice looking ring.
Nice looking, like, well, if it were magic, it would not be that dirty. Is that my understanding?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Normally, yeah, but like, I'm gonna say sometimes you can get stuff it's not just gonna like poof, dirt gone. It cleans easy. Put it that way.
Trying to look through here. Do I have? Wait, I picked up. Did I? I don't have it written down. Do I have? At some point, I thought that I picked up some like random ring. I don't see it in my inventory though.
If you don't have it written down, I don't know.
Oh.
I have some gloves, some gloves that you guys found last time.
Is anyone else cleaning something like that?
Yeah, there's 6 of them all together, and they've all got some bits of some sort of jewelry that they're cleaning. One's cleaning some armor.
Oh, okay. I have a handful of assorted gears.
Okay.
Does that ring look like the same size as any of those things that I picked up?
Yeah.
Have you tried keeping anything they give you to clean?
Guys, no, you can't. You can't. They're always watching. And she glances over, and there's one of the 2 drow that came in here with you are looking at you.
Is she wearing like normal clothes, or is she like wearing rags?
She's wearing the same thing you saw her in before.
Okay. Is she
Sounds
wearing
like a-
something? Knowing what I know about her, is she wearing something that she could stash a dagger in?
You can't see it, but you know that she would normally have a sheath, a couple of them under her, like in her vest, under her jacket thing.
I'll just lean over and say,
So-
I can't get you out right now. Do you? I have I can slide you a dagger.
He says, no, it won't do me any good. Just I don't want you in here.
I will come back for you.
I know you will.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to, because I have 2 of those necklace things that talk to each other via the coordinate things. I'm going to try to slip her one and like quietly tell her how they work.
Sleight of hand, very difficult.
Do I still have that guidance on me, or has it been too long?
It's only a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gone.
25.
Okay. You, somehow under the eyes of a couple drow, you manage to like pat her on the back, but slide it into her vest and into one of her dagger pockets. And you manage to whisper a way of using it. Well, you managed to get a very brief rundown of coordinates, synchronized coordinates.
So if you get away, you can at least let me have an idea.
She smiles and she kind of laughs, like pretending you're saying something else, and continues cleaning her ring.
I will be back for you.
And she nods.
And I'll get up and I will go back to the main hall there.
Okay, the drow escort you back out.
I'll sort of walk quickly, like past them, a little bit angry, and I'm going to start walking down that hall, going, "Rick!"
Okay. When you go when you step outside and you go around underneath that castle, you pick up. There is a low rumble coming from that castle. Just like a constant. And then you make your way back to Rick. Everyone is sort of standing around, looking at each other uncomfortably as you come back.
Rick, what did you do to her?
What?
She doesn't remember things. What did you do?
I told him to not do that, and sometimes, and he's kind of stepping over his words a little bit.
I was ready to listen to you, Rick.
He said, and I would recommend you do listen to me. Sometimes there are side effects, and to remember, she is as much an illusion as you are. And if any hope for her to be in that other world is up to you.
How does
Let
changing...
her go.
I'll let her
I
go.
will help you. Let her go.
Show me that you will help me, and I will help you. She's fine.
How
If
does
that
going
doesn't
to the
seem
other
fun.
world fix the illusion of us?
Right now, you are in this imaginary place, imaginary beings. Simply a summons.
So if I'm still imaginary, how does going to the other world fix that?
No one can control you. No one can snap their fingers and take you out of existence anymore.
Can you do that?
If I go to that other world, I can.
Well,
So
that just sounds like you just want to get there so you could do what they're doing, and then that doesn't benefit us at all. And
No, I want to
besides-
open this. I want to open it up so we all can get out.
Is that what Xerox was trying to do?
Yes. You've heard these stories of Xerox, I'm sure, about how he's this terrible creature that fought against and terrorized, but no, he was trying to stop them from doing this.
Does he have
Are we ready to
What is Zarex? What kind of was he human or?
He like me is what we call a changeling.
Oh,
Wait, you can change into anything and you all choose to be a bald guy with a goatee?
It's not very becoming.
He smiles. He says, "This is important to us."
I'm
Much
kinda
like
just
that
nervous
symbol
lately.
is to you, and he points to the Mithra symbol.
I'm
Oh,
just
no.
like
Alright.
standing here befuddled that we haven't left already.
I have a question. Whenever I was looking for a tiefling, or not a tiefling, an imp that killed my family, I saw you. Why did I see you? And not an imp.
Dang,
I
that's a
don't.
big revelation.
I don't know. I did not kill your family. I don't know your family.
I thought you knew everything
Feasible,
about
you
me.
could have.
I just know you are very powerful and a better ally than enemy. Once we get out there, you can do whatever you want. I just want out. And as soon as you tell me where you're going to go, that's where we're going to end.
I think I'm about
I want to say to him, is it your contention that we are created within here, or that we were created somewhere else and moved here?
You were created. We were all created in here. We've been
But
stuck
what
in
about
here
our-
for many, many years.
But our ancestors were real.
Yeah?
Then we are real.
Real as that shade was.
I mean, that seems real.
To the shade, they are real.
I'm real
Everyone
enough
here
for
is,
me. I
is
think
living
that's
their
enough.
normal lives. The only place you have convinced me is that we are stuck. I need to find the Spiritfarer.
Or sail east as far as you can.
Okay, well that's great. Where do we want to go, guys?
I want to
Say
go
we go
see
look
Hope.
for the Spiritfarer first.
I think first we should go to Hope.
Saying this
Okay,
out
that
loud?
sounds
You saying this
good.
out loud, David?
No.
No.
Wait. No.
I'll give you a mulligan there.
Wait, I missed what he said.
He said I say we go to Hope.
Oh.
Best not to say that out loud, I feel.
I'm kind of looking at everyone. Where do we want to go from here? And I'm just gonna.
We will search for information.
He said we
I
can
think Hope
Yes.
might be the best. That might be a good
Okay,
idea.
good.
actually.
And I grab him and go there.
you
Wait,
teleport.
Did you say that out loud?
Before he can even finish saying it.
Is it instantaneous or does it take a minute?
I think it's instantaneous, isn't it? Let me look.
Teleport is instantaneous. Scroll or teleportation circle takes a
Okay.
minute.
So roll me some dice.
Oh god, where are we going?
Let's see where we're going. You're going to Hope?
He's never
Yeah.
met Hope.
That's
So we're
true.
going to be out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I'll give you a
man.
I'll give you a second to reconsider where you're gonna transport. Where you're gonna teleport.
We
Nope,
have
I'm
arrows.
just going
We
to
have
the first thing that pops to my mind that is hope.
No,
we
great.
have
We're going to go to some
arrows.
chapel.
Roll me that
Them chapel.
100.
Wait,
we
I
have
know
arrows.
that he. Wait, I know that he's never met Hope. I'm getting away from him.
Too late. Let me
I am an
see.
unwilling creature. If he's going to see someone, he has no idea who we're
would-
talking about.
You wouldn't have any chance to react, my guy.
Well,
This will be
your
fun.
cape Your robe is from hope.
No, it's not.
That
I
helps.
shook the bones out of some guy.
Not yours. Arrows.
Oh no, that doesn't help me.
It can, because it's an object from.
I have been I've been like ready to leave since the minute we got here. So
Use the cape. Use arrows.
I am.
Use arrows thing.
Not
There
enough
you go, I'll say
time.
that.
I don't know about that.
D100,
Not enough time.
roll it.
For the moment, he said he was
Yeah.
going. So.
I said I'm going, dude. No thinking about this.
Oh no,
D100.
we're screwed.
It's been a while since we've used it.
61. Okay.
We're just
Oh
out in
yeah,
the middle
summon
of
me.
nowhere.
Can you summon me to the board? Or is it too
Well,
late?
that's where we're gonna end. Find out
Bro.
where you guys end
Stab
up
Sunny Cheeks and take his
next
robe.
time. All right.
Sunny Cheeks will just teleport again. I don't care where I end up.
If don't roll mishap. That hurts.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All right.
as long as that doesn't happen.
We'll be back before 2 months this next time.
Hopefully.
You promise?
All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.
Bye.